You've probably heard this advice before. Just stay consistent and upload quality content. But if that actually worked, why do most YouTubers still fail? 150 million. This is the total number of channels that currently exist on YouTube. Did you know that 90% of these channels never even reach 1,000 subscribers? If we talk about monetization, only 6% of the channels are able to earn money from their videos. Only 0.6% of the channels get a silver play button from YouTube. And literally, less than 0.05% of the channels. This means that only one channel out of 1,000 will reach 1 million subscribers. Now, if you feel demotivated after seeing this data, or are you questioning your dream of becoming a YouTuber, then stop. Because the journey of this 1% of successful channels starts from zero, just like yours. The algorithm treats their videos the same way as yours. The only difference is that instead of listening to YouTube advice from all over the world, these creators only pay attention to these 9 important points. As a YouTuber, I also understood these things when I applied them to my videos, after which my channel took off. But to understand these points, you first need to understand what a successful YouTuber's journey is like. It all starts with expectations. Expectations, like YouTube, are so easy. We just have to record and upload a video, and people will start watching. If just one of my videos goes viral, the channel will grow automatically. I just need to complete 4,000 hours. After that, it's all about money. These expectations are the reason most people start their own channels. And later, when they understand the reality of YouTube, these expectations can demotivate them, because you thought everything was going to be easy. The funny thing is, after this point, literally 99% of creators quit YouTube and only 1% continue. But just because they didn't quit doesn't mean their problems will end. Because now the time will begin when these creators search YouTube for how to get more views, how to get more subscribers, how to get 4,000 hours of watch time, and so on. Now, as a YouTuber who creates YouTube growth content himself, I honestly believe you can learn a lot from these videos, but the problem arises when you watch them but don't apply the learnings. Understand this carefully. When your channel isn't growing, it becomes very easy to get you to click on these "How to Grow on YouTube" videos. Whenever a video like this appears on your homepage, your brain thinks, maybe this time I'll learn something that will finally help my channel grow, and you click on it. If you learn something from the video and apply it, that's fine. But most people watch a video and then scroll through YouTube. And this keeps repeating because your brain is getting this feeling of progress, even if you're not actually making any progress. Furthermore, finding the right advice while watching YouTube growth videos is a challenge in itself. I won't name anyone, but many channels mislead you by offering easy fixes. Change a couple of settings and you'll go viral the next day. They'll never tell you the root cause behind why your channel isn't growing. They deliberately create videos that confuse new creators and keep watching their channel. What's worse is that even in 2026, some channels teach you unethical ways to grow on YouTube, such as buying views and subscribers, watching your own videos from multiple accounts, and copying and pasting other creators' content. At this point, only a few of these 1% of creators will survive these problems and listen to the right advice and actually apply it. You might think that finally all the problems are over, but that's not the case. Just because you've realized that a good thumbnail is essential for increasing CTR doesn't mean you'll learn to create good thumbnails the same day. Just because you've realized that good editing increases audience retention doesn't mean you'll magically learn editing. There's only one way to learn certain things, and that's through experience. To gather this experience, you'll have to make sacrifices, ignore the haters, be consistent, learn from every video, and basically do everything that the majority of creators aren't willing to do. And this is the reason why 99% of channels will never grow on YouTube. Now, if you want to learn something from this entire journey, then I would say that you should focus on these 9 takeaway points, because these are literally the things that set any successful YouTuber apart from the 99% of people. Point number 1, set the right expectations. Always remember that many people want to be YouTubers, but very few want to make videos. And it's crucial to understand this difference, because on the surface level, it looks like you just have to record, edit, and upload a video. But in reality, there are so many steps involved in creating a video that beginners usually overlook. Even after all this hard work, you'll have to see this kind of performance many times before you actually go viral. You might think you only need to complete 4,000 watch hours. After that, you'll have a consistent income. But sadly, until your views reach millions, your earnings will be very low. And if your monthly threshold isn't met, you may have to wait until the next month for payment. I'm telling you all this because if you keep your expectations realistic and low from the start, you'll find motivation in every small achievement instead of disappointment. Also, This patience and mindset will help you survive in the long term, while others may have already given up. Number 2, don't quit so early. If you know any YouTuber who currently gets a lot of views or whose first video went viral, then chances are that the creator isn't new to YouTube. For example, Ago channel. His first video went viral, and currently, his channel has over 67,000 subscribers with only 34 videos. Seeing these numbers, many new creators will launch documentary channels like Ago channel, thinking that their first video will also go viral. What they don't know is that this video was the first video on this channel, not Ago's channel. Before this channel, he had another channel on which he created over 500 videos, and it was then that his skills in research, script writing, camera, presence, and editing were honed. Number 3, apply what you learn. Before you click on any YouTube growth video, ask yourself, did I apply what I learned last time? Even if it means you improve any aspect of each video by just 1%, that's progress. Number 4, finding the right advice. As I mentioned, there are many channels on YouTube that mislead or confuse you about YouTube, so it's important to stay away from them. There are some common red flags to look out for. If someone is promising you that your channel will be monetized in a day, or suggesting unethical ways to buy likes, views, and subscribers to grow your channel, or if someone is constantly giving advice about algorithms or settings, saying, change this setting, use this hashtag, post videos at this time, then you should avoid that channel. Additionally, here are some of America's leading YouTube growth channels that create genuine content. You can check them out. Sometimes some advice is genuine, but it's not suitable for your niche. In that case, you have to use your brain and see what works and what doesn't in your niche. Number 5, stop trying to be unique. This is the biggest mistake new creators make. Beginners often have the mindset that they need to be unique to grow, but the opposite is true. If you're just starting out, it's better to look at what's already working in your niche and copy it. Because when you try something unique, like a unique video idea, a unique title and thumbnail, or unique editing, you don't have any proof or data to prove it will work. However, if you look at what's already working, it's like following a roadmap that people have already succeeded by following, which means you're more likely to get views. And it's not necessary to bluntly copy anyone. Remember to steal like an artist. Analyze all the successful creators in your niche and note down anything common in their content or style. This will form your foundation. Then, add something that keeps it fundamentally the same, but still unique. This is called a USP, unique selling point. That USP could be your personality, your way of explaining things, a special mascot or avatar you use for your brand, or literally anything that sets you apart from others. Number 6, define a niche. If you haven't yet decided on a specific niche for your channel, or you get confused when someone asks you what kind of videos you make, then chances are you're making videos for yourself, not for an audience. If YouTube is just a hobby for you, then this is fine. Otherwise, without making the right decisions, your channel won't grow. Number 7, the 80-20 rule. The 8020 rule states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. Just like YouTube, there's a lot of work involved in creating a video, coming up with an idea, researching, writing a script, recording, and editing. But you know what? These are all steps. Only 20% of these are significant enough to be 80% responsible for getting your video views. That 20% is the video idea, the title and thumbnail, also known as packaging, and the intro hook, the first 30 seconds of the video. Number 8, stay consistent, because that's the only way your video creation skills will improve. And also, algorithms always love consistency. And finally,
point number 9, change niche, because sometimes we're doing everything right, but our niche is holding us back from growing. For example, maybe your niche is too competitive. Maybe your current knowledge or skill set would be more helpful in a different niche. Furthermore, some niches have such a small audience that even their top creators get very few views. Whatever the reason, entering a new niche allows you to view YouTube from a new perspective, making content creation more fun and exciting. Now, if even one of these points hit different for you, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. That drives engagement beyond just likes, subscribes.